when I'm talking about community, it clearly is about service to the greater world community. But also, it is something that enhances me. The whole dynamics of living in community, interacting with community from the different community experiences that I've had. Going back many years, really to 1973 in Petaluma, California, in 1976 or 79 in Mendocino, and then the spiritual community of Swami Muktananda with thousands of people, and it just keeps going till finally we started the Tree of Life community with that specific name in 1993, and foundation as well. But what do I get from it? It's an interesting question, and I had to think about it. What am I getting? And it turns out it's fulfillment of Dharma for me, primarily. This is what God has given me to do, and I've been given certain skills and abilities to do that. And now here we are in Israel, and then what's next? And the beauty is, what's next is opening up this community to inspire the world. What I get from that is, again, service, but the transformation, which is every step of the way that I have to go through to be able to be at a level to teach and inspire people and awaken the spiritual energy. And so it is encouraging me to grow in all those ways, to face my own weaknesses and emphasize my own strength so that spiritual energy, so I can be the purest, clearest conduit of the spiritual energy. So from an internal focused way, that requires, for me, to be constantly working on myself. I'm not just talking to people out there. It's like I'm looking at my diet. I'm looking at every part of my being, the exercise, to maintain the spiritual energy that's needed for me to keep putting it out. Now, of course, it's not my energy. It's coming through from the divine. I understand that. But I have to play my role to be the conduit. So having that responsibility is a very strong enticement for me to constantly be looking at myself and what am I doing and how do I keep growing? Because one of the dangers of being a spiritual teacher is you can get complacent. It's not exactly my nature to get complacent. Always pushing for more in terms of pushing myself to reach more people, to be at a level of effectiveness to reach more and more people. So what I get from community is the pressure the community naturally puts on me, in a good way, to continually transform, upgrade, and expand my consciousness, and therefore my ability to serve the divine. And it's a whole lot of spiritual joy that comes from that as well. So it's service, but it's also the generation of spiritual joy. Because as I've learned over the years, spiritual joy is what connects you to yourself and what connects you to God. And community is a way of amplifying and sharing the spiritual joy.